Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to day 19 here of the CCFS Counsel and Encouragement Expedition podcast series. I'm Edward Ruiz, your host here in the month of May, where every day in May I'm doing a daily 2 to 3 minute word of counsel and encouragement for your edification and building up of the faith. We're finishing up our series here on anger. The first 3 days I'd given you 3 questions to ask yourself. Next time you're angry, ask yourself, and I put that 3 questions up right here for you. And yesterday we took a deep dive into counsel for the heart, and giving you straight from the scriptures of James chapter 1, and then leaving off our time yesterday asking, what is the righteous life that God requires? And so I want to pick up there today and finishing our series and tell you right now, what is the righteous life that God requires? If I can put it in one sentence, it would be this: joy over anger. Joy over anger. Now, let's go back down the memory lane for just 1 second and think back at the most recent anger episode that you might have had, or maybe just one of your more recent episodes. And what was going on at the time? Was it some sort of hardship or difficulty, relationship difficulties, financial difficulties, job insecurities, maybe a medical diagnosis or something, or maybe persecution as a Christian even? Now, I want you to think and go back, and can you imagine having considered it joy during that hardship and trial? So joy instead of anger. One of the things that I think James would have us understand is there's a connection between our long-term obedience and being sustained in proper obedience. There's a connection between that and our understanding of God's work in our life. And what is the simple telltale sign of God's work in our life? If I could say, it's this: it's the joy that you and I would experience. It's the joy that we would feel and have writ large in our life, but even more specifically, it's the joy that we would have in the midst of difficulty and hardship. It's the joy that James commands us and prompts us to have in the midst of hardship and trial. And I wonder if this resonates with you in any way. I know it seems like way out of left field a little bit to consider joy in the midst of difficulty, joy in hardship and trial, and maybe even some suffering. If that is kind of provoking some good thought and you want to dive in a little bit deeper with me, you want to reach out, ask a question, please don't hesitate to do that. I'd be happy to help you. But think about it. Joy over anger. I hope that helped. I hope that's a good word of encouragement for you. Please stay tuned in for the next couple of days, where I'm going to be diving on a whole separate topic here. We're actually going to talk about suffering on a very personal note. I'm going through some difficulties myself, and so I just want to share some things that I'm learning about God, learning about myself, or learning about the heart in the midst of difficulty and suffering. So please do look forward to that. And thank you so much again for tuning in, and until next time, talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, real quickly, thank you so much for visiting. If you want to learn more about CCFS, please visit my website at ccfamilyservices.com. There you'll learn about the mission and vision of CCFS, or you'll find out there's podcasts, articles, and blogs and content that I make available to you in case you're interested in that. If you want to learn more about counseling services, my contact information is there at the bottom of the webpage as well, or maybe you know somebody who may benefit from some counseling, please forward along. Thank you so much for visiting today, and I look forward to connecting with you. Until next time, take care.